All right, we should be live. It's Thursday, February 25th, 4:35 p.m. And the temperature right now is 1 degree Celsius. What's up, Alex, Michael Nguyen, Jennifer Barter? Hello. I hope you guys are having a good Thursday afternoon so far. Cotillion, Tom Tin Tung. Tom paid us a visit in the last stream. Hello to Ricardo, Lahit, Hana, Solo, Cowboy Coney, Tara Evans, Daisy, Bevy, and everyone else. There's a bit of a backup here at Rosedale Station, so I thought I would pull an audible and just hop off the train and set up my stream. I didn't really have a plan. Hello, Mark from the warm and friendly Southern Hemisphere. Just Chi, Tandetta, and everyone else. We're gonna let this train roll in, and then I will head upstairs and outside. Hello, Marie Saint-Amour. I'm sure I said your last name wrong. And Cheesy Rider. Raptors rumored to trade Lowry. All right. Let's head on up. Greetings, Tabletus. Michelle, I don't have a plan. All right, Daisy, have a good night. They stopped the train at Rosedale, so I had enough time to get off and pull my gear up. I didn't really know where I was going to get off. So maybe what I'll do is I'll take some different streets I haven't streamed from before. Whoa, I cannot see my screen here. I gotta crank the brightness up. Jelly Be Gone, what's up? Yeah, I gotta turn the brightness way up. Stuart Johnson, 199, hoping to visit Toronto in October from the UK. I hope you can visit, and I hope there's no more hotel quarantines or anything like that. You can just visit and explore a city that's very much alive. Sorry guys, I gotta navigate the station here.
Oh my gosh!
Change the date on your stream. Did it not set up correctly? Here, let me double check here. I set this up from my home. Sorry guys, I'm going to not be watching my screen for a minute. I cannot see your chats right now. Not the best time to send a super chat. But if you do, someone will remind me. I'm checking my stream settings because it was supposed to handle everything automatically. But you can ask Bevy, this stupid program we use keeps changing things on us. I'm just waiting for my settings to load. Oh, it says beaches in South Riverdale. What the heck is that? That is not the stream that I set up. Let me fix that. No, it says exploring downtown on Thursday, February 25th. So we have a conflicting... All right, I'm just gonna leave it. It looks right in the YouTube studio. Now you can go to other places after March 8th. Was there an announcement today? I did not hear anything of an announcement, and my cable's all... Sorry, I gotta reset my gimbal, guys. Ellie, welcome to the live chat. It's nice to be in chat. AK's live stream chat earlier was a little rough. Everyone was arguing. A little friendly discourse is always welcome, but let's not argue with one another and be at each other's throats. I am removing the mask. And there we go, in case you're wondering. I don't know if the thumbnail is showing correctly, but it is a gray hat kind of day. Well, that's too close. Let's not discuss the arguing on his stream. I don't want to incite the same kind of stuff. Mark enjoyed the Glen Stewart Ravine walk. Yes, I enjoyed filming that walk. That was a neat walk. Did I buy the Bitcoin dip? No, I've been hodling my Bitcoin for like 4 or 5 years. I have not tried to time any purchases. I'm not smart enough to do that, but I do think I've gained more money on Bitcoin than any possible traditional investment vehicle, so that works. So here is Ramsden Park, but I am going to turn right at the next street. Hello, Susan. And Susan. Susan and Susan are here. Kohana is here. No real plan for this one. I'm targeting about an hour and 20 to an hour and 30 in length. I had a very light lunch, so I'm expecting I'm going to be quite hungry soon. I probably should have had a bite here. There's a skating rink in there. We've been in that park before. Jeanette Morales, $5. Hi, Johnny and everyone. Just going to listen in a meeting. Enjoy your meeting, Jeanette. I hope it's all good news. Gemma, welcome to the live stream. So what's weird is on the app it shows last live stream's information, but when I go into the YouTube studio it shows the current live stream information. So I don't know what's what. Yes, I'll head south into... I labeled it exploring downtown. I don't know if that's what you guys see, but downtown is south of here. And I'm gonna go down Belmont Street. I can't recall having streamed along this street, and I think I'm gonna walk over to Bedford Road, which is a really nice, mostly residential street. Whoa, the sun. I wanna be on the other side to shield myself from it. Oh, that's so much better. If I was on the other side of the street, we would not be able to see anything. Are you using the new gimbal? No, I haven't even tried to set it up yet, believe it or not. It's still very much in the same state it was in when I unboxed it. Call it laziness, but I don't know. I haven't had time. But welcome to Belmont Street. This is the first time checking this out on the channel in any video. Not even on a bike ride. That's kind of surprising. It's got kind of a quaint UK feel to it. Not that I know what the UK feels like. But if they were to film a show in Toronto based in the UK, swap out the license plates, have them drive the other way, and I think this street might serve the purpose. What's up, Vivian? I mean, we are not wearing gloves. It's actually not that cold right now. It's about 1 or 0, something around there. Danny from Montreal. Hello, Danny. Kelly in the chat. I recorded a pretty basic video earlier today. So for tomorrow morning, you can look for a walk through Broadview North. I walked up from Danforth up to O'Connor Drive. I've been hitting the east side a lot lately. Willie E. Thank you for the super chat, Willie E. It's always appreciated. And Stuart, to answer your question, yes, I would love to go to the UK sometime. I actually have family over there in various parts of England and Scotland. And I'm sure I have a lot of family that I've never even met. Alex says back to Broadview. Yeah, but it's a part of Broadview I've never recorded before. I went north. The furthest I've ever recorded is up to Chester Hill and over to the Chester Hill Lookout. Adorable CA needs the sun. I'm kind of avoiding the sun because look at that. I can't see anything when I point the camera that way. I can't read your chats. Yeah, these are extremely cute homes, I would say. Maybe we could do a... And here is the Belmont house. I think this is assisted living or an old age home. I might not know exactly, but I think that's what it is. Hello, Ryan Rides. Toby asks if Toronto is worth moving to. If you can afford the rent, I would say very much. However, they recently, people always say they as if there's some all-knowing entity out there, but there was recently a survey that had Toronto and Vancouver as 2 of the 5 most expensive cities in the world to live. And you might say, hold on a sec. If you compare the rent to here and other US cities like San Francisco and Boston, it's quite comparable. However, cost of living is more here. The same job here tends to pay less than the same job in those cities. So the net result is it's more expensive to live here than 99% of the cities on Earth, pretty much. So for all the people asking about moving to Toronto, I would definitely want to make sure housing is taken care of. And that said, there's a ton of scams online. Never just wire somebody a deposit that you met online. So this is taking us to Davenport. I think I want to turn right here because I'm going to head to Bedford Road, which is another very nice street. We're going to try to keep things a little more unconventional, at least until I get to the heart of downtown. It's one of the advantages of these streams is we don't have to always go down the popular areas. This is Davenport Road in Belmont. And that sun is fierce. I'm trying to keep the camera away from it. Hello, Lace. Monica loves Bedford Road. Yeah, I was thinking, I never actually streamed all the way down Bedford. So why not give that a whirl? I'm gonna cross over to the other side of the street here. Yes, I put downtown in the title, but we are, by my definition anyway, just north of downtown. There's the look at the Four Seasons Hotel straight ahead. Christine Wong, no, the title of my stream was all screwed up. But when I check it on my YouTube studio, it says that when I go to edit, it says Toronto Live, exploring downtown. Yeah, so YouTube's titling got all messed up. And this is actually a really cute little street we're going to head down. Not only is YouTube's titling all messed up, but it's not letting me edit it. That's kind of annoying. Let me try again. There's some really cute homes at the end of this street here. Sorry guys, let me try something. I'm going to try to ever so slightly edit the settings. Hopefully, I erased Thursday and changed it to exploring downtown on February. Let me put Thursday back in there now. Sorry about this. You can ask any streamer these days who uses this Prism application. It's been a pain in the butt. Sometimes you'll watch a stream and they'll spend the first 5 minutes just fiddling with it. But I thought the end of this street is really nice. Look at these cute homes. Hey, there's one for sale. Jenny K says it's fixed. Thank you, Jenny K. So we have fixed the stream. Woohoo! 21. The question is, what street am I on? I know this is no longer, for those of you who, if someone could do me a favor and look up how much this house costs, I'll tell you the name of the street. We are on New Street. We are on New Street, right here. Sudsy says, I bet that house is $1 million. I'm going to say 3.4 million is my guess for number 21 New Street. 3.4 million. Do we have any people nice enough to look that up? Whoa, 3.295. I was very close. Christine says it's a very uninspired street name. And you get to listen to fire trucks and ambulances pull out. Jumbo TV says, yeah, I'm close. Well, the other day we were on Victoria Park and I was off by like $1 million on a house. So yeah, sometimes I get close, but this location is absolutely fantastic. You have Bay Station not too far to the south of here, downtown at your fingertips, Midtown just above you, and you're on a quiet little street other than the fire engines rolling out. You're going to have a lot of peace and quiet here. Sudsy says, yeah, I live by a fire station. I hear fire trucks rolling out all the time. Thanks for looking up the price of that home. Maybe we can play this game a few more times. Could you walk by Legends Row at Scotiabank Arena? Yeah, I probably can. Hello, Marion. Jumbo TV says it looks gorgeous inside. I bet it is gorgeous inside. Deborah says, where are the beaches? Refresh the stream, Deborah. The title will change. It carried over the old info. I don't know why it did that. Ever been to Montreal, yes. And I hope to go to Montreal very soon, actually. Hey, there's the Miami Fades. Those have been everywhere. So I am now heading west on the south side of Davenport Road. Jenny K says, is that expensive for Toronto? No, that for the proximity to downtown, I think that price was just about right. Greetings in Calgary, it's +3 there. So just to my south is the really expensive Yorkville. Ever done a video going along Ossington? Many times. One of the first walking videos I ever did was along Ossington Avenue. Here's a... You know what? I'm going to take a different way to get to the top of Bedford Road because there's some more gorgeous old homes here. Look at these guys. Maybe we can catch it. Oh, I see another for sale sign. We're gonna get to play our favorite game again. I will try to guess. If you see a for rent sign, it's kind of hard because I don't know ahead of time if it's just a room or a floor or a basement or the whole house. They really should specify that on their for rent signs. Too many people just put for rent and they don't specify what. But these are all easily $3 million homes or so. Man, it must be nice to live in one of these guys. Oh, hey, another for sale sign. So this is 100. 100 what? Am I on Hazelton? Am I on Hazelton? I didn't pay attention to the... Okay, this is Hazelton Avenue. Okay, 100 Hazelton Avenue. I'm going to guess $4.5 million for this. If someone can look this up, 100 Hazelton Avenue. My official guess is $4.5 million. Ooh, man, that's big too. That might be undercooking it. No more. Let's take a look at what it's like in behind some of these homes. It's for lease. Oh no, it says for lease. Don't. Sorry guys. I didn't notice that. Sorry about that. All activities monitored by video camera. Hey, we're on video. $68.75 a month. Wow. That's it's not very much, right? A few more super chats. I can rent this house. Hello, blah, blah, blah. $68.75 a month plus what? At least $1,000 in utilities every month? Look at that sucker. You're gonna have to heat or air condition that thing. I don't know if I see any other homes for sale down there. All right, we are going to move over towards Bedford. I could dilly-dally around here all day. Damn this sun. And the rental market, unfortunately, has started to creep back up. I was just reading that. Maserati, Volvo, Mazda. So there we have what, a $35,000 car and a well over $100,000 car. And they don't really look any different. Sure, they're quite different. Hello, Marg. Here's one for rent. Bachelor for rent. $24, whatever this street is. So I'm going to turn right on Avenue here, then we're going to turn left and make our way over to Bedford. This has got to be a very expensive plot of land right on Avenue Road in Yorkville. There's Soto or Soto. I have no idea how to say that. Good evening, Arthur. Susan says, could be location close to U of T. Yeah, I mean, that definitely doesn't help. It's a good question, Christine. I don't quite remember, but if you want to know what's there, you could go to Google Maps Street View and you can change the day and you can go all the way back to like 2006 and 2007 maybe. So if you're ever seeing a plot of land and you want to know what used to be there, just do that trick. You can go look at how Google recorded it a long time ago. So we are back to Davenport, the Dav. So north up Avenue here will take you to St. Clair. Ava and Dav. Sorry guys, I couldn't see the screen very well there. There's a look to the north and a look south. Sorry, I didn't really slow down. I had to give that guy one of my 5 fingers. I won't tell you which. I've always liked this loft. Yuck. Somebody has some dirty shoes. That is what it looks like. Sudsy says, I'm sure it was in the middle. That's the thing. I was walking, looking right at the driver, but my legs were still moving. And he looked right at me and still honked, so I might have raised my index finger at him. So Bedford is about 2 blocks away. We're almost there. Uh-oh. We've got some commercial music, although that doesn't sound like that'll get picked up. So I'll be turning left just up ahead here. And maybe we'll head all the way down to Philosopher's Walk. And we'll walk down through University of Toronto. There's a rather generic looking condo. They should just call that the Toronto. Put some effort into it, guys. Come on. And we got a moon sighting. Hello. Kane says, anyone from St. Catharines here? No, but I think there's a few people from the Niagara region on the stream that I've recognized. Fanless Dweller, every building wins awards, but come on, that is, for this amount of development we've had, for them to be putting up crap like that, it's just utterly thoughtless how they just crank these things out. All right. Bedford does go a little bit to the north of here, but I think this, whoa, the police doing some work down there. They've got somebody boxed in. All right, and we are now on John Tory's street. I wonder if he's watching. Probably not. He probably knows I'm not a fan by now. No, I'm not going to go any closer to that traffic stop. So there's a lot of lovely old and new homes on this street. Bedford Road is where your restaurant is, 166 Le Paradis. Well, that should be right around here. There's 146. Oh, it gets bigger. So your restaurant must be down there. Tori needs a haircut. I think all these looks you see on TV of people that need haircuts, but yet they're clearly in TV studios getting their makeup done, that's all cultivated. That's not genuine. They're doing that on purpose. Look at this thing. This is positive. That's easily early 1900s, late 1800s. We might even see some heritage plaques on some of these guys. So this is Bernard Avenue. Give John Dory the finger if I see him. It will be hard not to. I truly hope him and Mr. Ford end up on a deserted island together. Some more nice old homes.
Every time. This is actually easy, but honestly, it's like, why does there have to be a workout? You've done great.
Molino Eric says, where's the skyscrapers? We are pretty far north, but If you look straight down the middle of the street, you'll see the CN Tower. I don't really feel like walking into oncoming traffic to show that to you, but hopefully we see a for sale sign. Oh, I see a for sale sign. Oh, I got someone walking up behind me. I'm going to give them a little space. Tom Tim Tung is guessing 5 million. Well, you left a few zeros off of your in-person super chat, Tom. Oh, we've got 2 for sale signs. Oh no, this one on the right is for lease. But across the street, we have a for sale sign. Let me put in my guess here. For rent, newly renovated, large 1-bedroom. See, this is what I meant, guys, by heritage plaques. A lot of homes in this area will have these on them. So you can rent a 1-bedroom in a heritage property, large 1-bedroom. Probably everything is shared. I would put that probably around $1,500-$1,600 a month. There's a couple walking their dog across the street, but we'll get closer to this house that's for sale in a sec. If you like metal, I suggest Black Veil Brides. I'm not much of one for metal. So here we go, 111 Bedford. It looks like it's a semi. I'm going to put my guesstimate in at 4.4 million for this. That is my guess, 4.4 million for a semi-detached on Bedford. 111. Who can look that up for me? Philly from the 6 is 4.49. Did I just guess that house? I was off by $1,000. No, for $49,000.
But I'm worried that he's a little skinny. So just fucking tell him.
They really could do a selling sunset style show here in Toronto. You should become an appraiser. You're a natural at this, yeah. That's selective memory. I have been way off. These homes have some like castle elements. Tom Tim Tung says Johnny won. Ooh, this one's sold. It looks like we have another duplex that's for sale by Sotheby's was at 95 Hazelton. I'm gonna say that one 3.75. 95 Hazelton. I'm gonna say 3.75 million was the final price. Man, this one is gorgeous. Robert, no stumbles tonight. Dr. Smith X says 5 mil. This thing is a monster. The Massey murder happened at 169 Walmer. Super Strike, that's a good question. These, you can actually see the backyard sizes on these. If you go to Google Maps, just hit satellite, and you can do a top-down view. And they even have a scale on it, so you can see the length and width of the backyards. There's an interesting house. I'm a real estate agent now. Far from it. So this should be Lowther Avenue, and there should be a park right here, Tattle Creek Park. And that, I think real estate is hyper competitive. It's one of those things where the top 5% probably make most of the money. Gemma says, what are the situation about the pandemic? I don't really know. I've kind of tuned out lately. March 8th is the date we're all waiting for. There's some gorgeous homes down there. Monica loves Tattle Creek Park. Well, we're about to go for a walk through Tattle Creek, Monica. I'm just gonna... The Religious Society of Friends, Quakers, meeting for worship. What is that all about? Diet Pronto asking, what is that sculpture? We're about to find out. Maybe. A lot of these homes are offices, apparently. Some kind of giant pot. This is not the easiest to walk on here. And my footwear are these lovely running shoes. That's a giant bong. I've never seen a bong shaped like that. It's a porous jug. One that will not do a very good job of holding fluids in. Sorry, I just have to traverse this frozen landscape here. I should drop my camera and pretend I fell. Man, this is not the best surface for a park. They salt the hell out of the sidewalks, but here not so much. Sudsy says, icy snow. It is. Speaking of scary. Why does my head look deformed? I've got one of those Charlie Brown heads when they had the 3D Charlie Brown. And we continue south on Bedford. There's the 26 DuPont. Nick, I have no idea. There's Duke of York right there. You could probably find them on Uber Eats if you're interested in seeing if they're still serving. Yeah, they've got a sign out on the corner, so I'm assuming it's still open. Oh, this part of Bedford is closed. We've got this little stretch all to ourselves. Just waved that car through. Hello, Hyde K from Tokyo. Where in Tokyo are you? Manish, I don't know. So to the person asking about the Duke of York, I've been here before. Amazing St. Patrick's menu. So they are very much alive and well. And there's in the basement, there's like a hipster bar. Yeah, Brouhaha, craft beer lounge. The Walking Man dude says, you'll find me in the basement. I'm too cool to hang with the hipsters. I'll be spinning around doing 360s in the basement. We've been blessed by walk tubing royalty. The Walking Man dude is here. And Dylan Reynolds is here. Wow. If we were playing Survivor and I had to choose between Walking Man dude or Dylan Reynolds who to kick off the island, that might be a tough choice. And it's not too uncommon to see protests right here on this part of the street, as this is where Mr. Milquetoast himself lives. Somewhere in there, probably near the top. Oh, it looks like they're digging up Bloor Street here. Dylan needs to join rap battle. Dylan versus the dude. There's Varsity Stadium. I'm going to cross here. Man, look at that sun. John Lennon once did a show with Yoko screaming for about half an hour at Varsity Arena. Oh, Varsity Stadium. I once saw Beck play at Varsity Arena. Opening for him were The Roots and Atari Teenage Riot. Well, just one guy from Atari Teenage Riot. The other members were not allowed to cross the border. That was during Odelay, I think. And no, Beck did not play Loser. Looks like they're digging a trench in the middle of Bloor Street here. Ooh. That's kind of funky. I'm just waiting for these people to finish walking by. The Doors played at Varsity Stadium. I'm pretty sure they've had Grey Cups here too. Dylan Reynolds confirming we're up to 11 hours of daylight. They just left this dome up all summer, I believe. I don't recall seeing it taken down. Brett B, how do I send you money? There's a super chat button. No obligations. If you want to do it a little more discreetly, you could send a PayPal. It's up to you. Or nothing. Tony, no, the Wolfpack play on or at Lamport Stadium over in Liberty Village. D. Mussolino, $9.99. Thank you, D. Mussolino. So we're going to head over to a Philosopher's Walk, or a Philosopher's Way. Pretty sure it's Philosopher's Walk. Thank you again, D. Mussolino, for the $9.99. There's the Royal Conservatory. So this is what's left of the Annex neighborhood. It turns into Yorkville when you cross Queen's Park just up ahead. Let's get one more look at this. Carsto, $6.99. Thank you, Carsto. It's always appreciated, Carsto. Am I saying that right? Monica says Philosopher's Walk. Well, we're about to find out if it's appropriate to go down Philosopher's Walk in running shoes. I really don't like wearing my boots when I don't have to. And here's two knuckleheads back to back riding their bikes on the sidewalk. Yeah, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to go into the ROM. So here's Philosopher's Walk. I will be heading down here. But first, let's just take a peek at the ROM. Bookish Horse Girl, indeed. Let's get the view from up here. So we're going to be heading down that pathway there, but we can get a kind of a neat view of right here. The Walking Man Dude walked by 2 foot specialist signs. Do you think they can? You still have you had your broken foot months ago, dude. And you've been, maybe that's why you're so damn shaky with your camera. You can see there's still part of the Michael Lee Chin crystal sticking out of the back of the ROM. So they spent a whole lot of money for a design element almost nobody can see. If you're interested, again, go to Google Maps and hit satellite view and look at a top-down view of the ROM. And it was originally going to be a lot expansive than what we ended up getting, but it's still neat to have. It's original. Whoops. I wish the planetarium didn't close down though. I remember coming here to see King Tut when I was a kid. Oh, we're still on wide angle. And if I keep heading south, eventually I'll head by the Art Gallery of Ontario. Brett B, loved your narrating when you are showing buildings. Brett B, thank you for the $10, Brett B. It's always appreciated, Brett. And I enjoy doing the narrated walks. Bevy, thank you for your modding assistance. I see you're getting put to work. And Bevy, why don't you tell us when your next live stream is so we can let everyone know? Or is it going to be random? Jeanette Morales, $10, meeting over, can chat now. Jeanette, you missed all the gorgeous old homes. Unless you were keeping your eyes not on the meeting. But thank you very much, Jeanette, for the $10. Hope you're keeping warm and have a bountiful flow of fresh water in Houston. No, that was quite a nightmare you guys had to go through. And now we're on University of Toronto grounds. Ryan Rides saw King Tut too when he came to town. Betty says she's hoping to stream sometime in the next few days. Knowing my luck, I will probably be out recording a video when she does. But I'll drop in if I have a chance. Here's the other side of the Royal Conservatory of Music. Thank you for confirming, Jeanette. Don't worry, we didn't miss any libraries. Man, this is nice. It's 5:30 and we have plenty of daylight. If you can recall, about a month ago, it would have been pretty dark right now. Well, the reason it happens, Bevy, is I'm usually not getting my butt out of the house until like 3 or 4 in the afternoon. That tends to be my schedule. Although this morning I got out nice and early. So tomorrow's video is a morning video. Now I remember Funny Dog, he got his parents a bench like this in the beaches near where I was a few days ago. In memory of Jim McQuaid. So we're just gonna head south here through U of T. Oh, Brian, not that early. My video starts at like around 10:30. Although I did get up around 8 and I thought of the video. I had to go to that area anyways. Yeah, it looks like all of these benches have dedications to them.
No, I understand.
Ugh. It's frozen dog poop all over the place. You need a sunrise stream like how Action Kid does one. Well, maybe Ken or 4K or someone can do that. Is this the back of Victoria College here? Let's go take a peek. Yes, I am trudging through snow in my running shoes. Hey people, it's me, Ken. I'm here to do a sunrise stream. Although I think Ken's a night owl too. There's the back. The front of this building is incredibly photogenic. Yogi says we need a sunrise stream. Oh, Trinity College, sorry. That's it. I don't know. Victoria, I was thinking something else. Victoria's over off of Charles Street. There's one last look at the ROM and the Crystal. When are you going to Mississauga? I have no idea. Hadley, this is U of T.
I feel like in different ways.
Dylan, all is well so far?
Was a lot earlier.
How old is the university? A lot of these buildings go back to the 1800s. And U of T often doubles for Ivy League schools in American movies and TV shows. You might remember it from Tommy Boy. Also, the movie Superstar, starring Will Ferrell, was in part filmed here. Although I think that was supposed to be a high school. Central Tech is another one that has this kind of grand old look to it. Oh, yeah. Some action going on in Trinity. These could probably stand in for a lot of British institutions as well, I bet. The style's all kind of from that era. I haven't walked through here in quite a while. The last time was on a stream, probably 4 months ago or so. But I think this building is the most photographed building on the campus. I'm gonna circle around and get a nice look at it. And just to the east is Queen's Park. That's where the provincial legislative assembly is. There's our moon. Yeah, Bevy, it's still worth doing a sunrise stream, even if no one watches it, because you'll get the replay views.
I know, I feel like slightly underdressed. Not too bad.
Me too.
I wish you could rewatch the streams on a smart TV app with the chat overlay on the screen. This might be the most beautiful building in the city of Toronto. I think the original Degrassi Junior High was filmed at Father Gates in Etobicoke. Up near Brown's Line and near Brown's Line and the QEW. Diet Pronto, when is the next Stumble stream? I don't know, because I might do a regular stream on this channel tomorrow night. So if I do that, I will not do, it's unlikely that I'll do a Stumble stream. So probably I'll do one on Sunday night. There's Trinity College, an absolute stunning U of T campus building. It looks like Wolverine School. Just waiting for the light here to cross. Ryan, I think that's us in Prism. And the question is, Ryan, are you ever going to do an e-scooter live stream? I know Ryan's been busy cranking out e-scooting videos. The only problem with that is you wouldn't be able to follow the chat. I think that would qualify as distracted driving. It's probably a big no-no. So we are here. This is Queen's Park. That's the Provincial Legislative Assembly. That land is actually owned by the University of Toronto, and it's been leased to the city or the province of Ontario. I think it's a 100-year lease, and it's a $1 lease. And one of the reasons for that was if U of T didn't lease that land out and make a sweetheart deal with the province were just going to expropriate it. So rather than lose their land through muscle, they just chose to give it up as a very generous lease. At least I think that's how the story goes. Have you been to Moscow? No. Do you think Toronto will be somewhat back to normal this summer? I hope so. I think they're planning on the CNE, so I would say late summer, early fall. That's probably when we'll be able to go on some roller coasters at Wonderland. All the festivals and stuff throughout summer will be canceled, but maybe in the fall we'll see them. Johnny, are you an anti-vaxxer? I don't really want to talk about that in this channel, but no, I'll be getting my arm poked when the time comes. Art Museum. Let's get one last look. There's some people chilling in the field here. And hello to all people watching. I think I'm just subscribers short of 42,000. Let me check. Where are we at exactly? MF, their university, they miss it so much. Ooh, I'm at 41,955. So thank you all 705 of you for watching, and Funny Dog is in the house. Hello, Funny Dog. We started at Rosedale Station and walked west through some side streets at looking at some gorgeous old homes. We played the real estate game for a bit, and then I went south down Bedford Road. And here we are. So maybe once school is back in full swing or partial swing, we can come check out this campus again when it's a bit more lively. What is this here? Sexual diversity activism at the University of Toronto. I think it's a fairly progressive campus. I think Jordan Peterson wasn't too popular when he was here. And I heard he got sick. He went on some like all meat diet. And it's not that Jordan Peterson had any negative views on that topic. He just didn't feel the need to assign people by whatever pronoun they wish to be called. That was really his only point. And it kind of blew up and he became an enemy. But he's a very well-spoken, very intelligent person. So agree or disagree, I think it's worth listening to him at least. There's a bunch of people running through the campus. So this is the main view of U of T you would get from College Street, but there's a whole bunch of construction going on. So this is probably more famous than Trinity College, actually, even though I don't think it's as nice. See if I can get the camera to capture it all. Because of that construction, I'm not going to be able to get a proper shot of this. Dylan Reynolds says, what was I doing back on March 12th and 20th? I don't know, Dylan. You could probably find a video with that date on it, or very close to that date. I like how Google sends you photo albums of what you were doing. It was like, hey, 6 years ago today, I was in Cambodia with some friends, and it sent me a whole bunch of pictures of that. Tristan said, we are using a smartphone. I say we, but I mean and you know what? It's gotten just cold enough. I'm gonna have to throw a glovey on my right hand. There we go. Kohana says, share some travel stories. Nothing is really coming to mind right now, but I'm sure I can think of some, at least for the stumble stream. I remember Monica was with us on the stream last time I walked through here. Susan, I think any travel stories will be PG-13 at most. We might have to leave a few on the cutting room floor. Does that say this is the landmark project, the University of Toronto's boldest open space revitalization in the past 100 years at Convocation Hall? So normally this would be an absolutely grand site, but with all this construction equipment. We can't see what it would normally look like. There is no shortage of people running around this campus. So here's normally where the money shot would be. But today's destination, probably a subway station. There's some water being wasted. What's up, Christopher Cantini? There's Convocation Hall. Bevy, YHZ, something spicy for your summer. Hello.
What's that, the Digi3?
The Osmo Mobile 3, yes.
Right? How
Yeah.
do you like it?
It's my backup one, actually. I have another gimbal, a Moza Mini MX. I like better, but that one doesn't perform well in really cold weather.
Right.
So I'm using this just because it's a little better. And this one, the motor's not as strong. My phone's pretty heavy,
Right.
so it gets a
Okay.
bit. You got it.
I just got it for.
Yeah.
So I'm still like
And
working it.
go to Amazon, look up Moza Mini MX. It's cheaper and it's got a better motor. I actually like it a little better.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Moza Mini MX.
Yeah.
Awesome, thank you.
All right. Have a nice evening. There's a friendly person. I should have tried to get an affiliate sale out of that, but maybe the folks at whatever company it was who sent me a gimbal are not too happy I didn't pimp their gimbal, but I haven't even bothered to set it up. All right, Ryan rides. Have a good evening. I'm always happy to talk tech with people. Godwin, don't know. Haven't activated it yet. Although, in fairness, the Osmo Mobile 3 is a hell of a nice gimbal. I just find you have to balance it absolutely perfectly. Otherwise, it's not too happy. Ellie, I didn't notice that. There is College Street and the 506 Carlton streetcar. For some reason, it's the Carlton streetcar, even though Carlton is just a tiny part of that entire route. Here, let me stay well to this. I don't normally walk on the left, but might as well steer nice and clear of that guy. So just to the west here, we'll find the entrance. Well, there'll be Beverly Street, and then west of that will be Kensington Market and Chinatown. But I'm just going to head down McCall Street right here. We're going to keep it with the not so busy streets. Back man, I don't know, I think the 506 College is more appropriate. If you look at a map of the route, Carlton is such a tiny part of the entire route. I don't think there's a button to press here. I'm gonna wait for the next crossing. Someone just said hi. Yeah, we're gonna be walking by Krispy Kreme soon. Wow, what is powering this thing? A lawnmower engine? No, that guy is bone quiet. I was hearing a generator or something down there, and I thought it was powering that bike. I have Funny Dog. Am I heading for that pointy building in the distance? No. We're just gonna go down McCall. I did a walking video down McCall about 2 weeks ago. I'm 260 up and 2 down. Oh, for likes and down and dislikes. All right. Thanks to everyone who has hit like. This is an old building, and I think it's an old administration building. And I think it's part of the U of T. I remember looking this up when I did my video. Now it's it's an exam center now. Maybe we can catch a plaque. Let me just check how my battery life is doing. 61%. We are doing well. I can almost tell the weather by how my battery life is. So we're just going to follow south all the way down McCall here. All right, Robert, have a good night. These old houses aren't quite as lovely as the ones near the start of the stream. And there is, I think, the Princess Margaret Cancer Research Center. I think that's the back side of it. McCall Ord Park. Where's Drake? He's probably in LA somewhere. Maybe he's up at the bridle path. He's got 2K to do his hotel quarantine. Apparently a lot of people are just skipping out of the hotel quarantine and taking their chances. And the police can't do anything because it's only health officials that can issue that fine. There's some really old homes here.
Ja, welcome to it.
I think they should have done the hotel quarantine last summer. If you ask me, it would have been good for the economy. It just feels like a really half-assed,
Exactly.
too late, too little kind of measure at this point. There's some Chinese characters on this house across the street. Dylan says, let's hope this fall is better than last fall. I think it's pretty much a guarantee that this one will be better. Looks like they knocked down the old Silverstein bakery plant on your left. Again, if you're wondering what it used to look like then, hop into Google Maps Street View and knock that date back. No, we are not going to go down Chinatown tonight. We're kind of keeping it to lesser and major streets. Yeah, it'll be dark pretty soon. Let's go take a peek into Baldwin Village. So there's a look along Baldwin Village. Okay guys, I'm gonna hit the mute for a second. This St. Louis Bar and Grill is blasting some music here. Sorry about that. Johnny did say a boot. Yeah, it's apparently random, Susan. I don't say it when I'm not thinking actively to do it. I hope I don't change my natural speech pattern, so I end up saying it all the time when I don't mean to. So just behind me is Krispy Kreme. There's another one over in Chinatown, and then another one just to the north at Harvard and Bathurst. Well, just to the northwest. Hey, Amazon refunded me for something. Sweet. Godwin 399 for a Krispy Kreme donut. Thank you, Godwin. I do have one special cookie in my kitchen. Perhaps that'll be consumed later on Stumble Stream, not tonight. Tara says 6:03 and we have daylight. Yes, not much daylight. We are about to lose whatever daylight we have in a hurry.
I think I kept my helmet too. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I kept my helmet.
Oh, Krispy Kreme, I think, are better than Glory Hole. You pop one of those donuts in the microwave for 5 seconds, if it's not fresh, and that's as close to magic as you can get. Colette, hello Colette, bringing some good news. Susan says we need a Dunkin' Donuts in Toronto. You know, I've never been that impressed with Dunkin' Donuts. There's a neat laneway. There used to be a bowling alley on Baldwin. Funny dog, I don't think it's still there. Maybe someone could pop that into Google. Unfortunately, bowling alleys require so much real estate that they're kind of getting too expensive. So we walked by the ROM, and now it's by the Frank Gehry designed Art Gallery of Ontario. Hello to all 745 people. We have a pretty good show tonight. Or showing. Thank you guys. If you haven't yet subscribed, don't forget to hit that button. We are almost at 42,000. And if you like transit videos, I have 2 transit videos on tap. Both are bus and subway rides. So I'm not sure where to post them. I might put one up as an exclusive for Patreon and channel members. And I might put the other one up on the Johnny Stumbles channel. So if you want to see a transit ride, head over to the other channel. And if it is a exclusive video, it will eventually end up for everyone to see on the Stumbles channel. Is it possible to go inside the CN Tower and do a live from there? I don't know. I don't know. Perhoops. Johnny needs a channel for transit rides. No, I think that's a little too much. The transit rides and the bike rides can fit somewhere on this channel. I tend to put the longer, more planned videos on this channel, and the more spur of the moment, shorter videos on the other channel. If you're wondering how I decide what goes where, but I have some transit videos that are around 20 minutes that I don't really know which one to put them on. So I'm kind of a dummy, because if I was on the other side of the street, we would have an amazing view of this building with the CN Tower. But we'll just see here. Vivian Johnson, $20.99. Seems to me you have been working extra hard lately. Thank you. You're very welcome, Vivian. Vivian, thank you so much for the super chat and for always being so friendly to everyone in the chat here. Your presence is always appreciated. So thank you, Vivian. There's somebody screaming at the top of their lungs. Jelly be gone, $10. The UFT buildings sure need a facelift. Thank you, Jelly be gone. Let's take a look up at a unique building we're walking right underneath. That is not the Singing Man. The Singing Man does not sound like that. So there's OCAD University, designed by Will Aslop. Used to be the Ontario College of Art and Design. It's 1,000 times in its life. And that is Grange Park. So Grange Park is sandwiched between OCAD and the Art Gallery of Ontario. Miriam, 10 Real. Thank you, Miriam, for the super chat. Thank you, Miriam, for your support. Johnny Strides, what's for dinner tonight? Let's get one last look at the OCAD building. Oops. I am not the OCAD building. I put the wide angle on. You know what? I'm going to take a picture of me recording this building here. What? Open up the camera app. You can look for this on Instagram maybe. Let's do a crazy wide angle. Sorry guys, I can't see the chat right now. Let's do one looking at the CN Tower. Ah, that one's not as good. I'm using just a S20 smartphone. That building was designed to have a spaceship. Johnny, what position did you play when you played baseball? You played a position called rover many years on a slow pitch league. In slow pitch, I play shortstop. And back when I was younger, I had a set of legs on me, so I typically played center field or left field. But in beer league softball, shortstop is where you will find me. And third basemen hate me because I charge every ball and tend to cut them off. But hey, it's all about making the play. If you're going to stand there and bend over and wait for the ball to bounce to you, well, you better not be upset when another infielder cuts you off and takes your play. Rover's a very important position, funny dog. Rovers seem to get all of the action. Hyde K. Next time, please walk around Cabbagetown. Thank you for the 610 Hyde K. We've done a few Cabbagetown streams lately, but you can probably find those, but I will absolutely go back. Maybe not the next one, Hyde, but I will go back. And if you're ever in the chat, let me know. I'll remember your super chat, and if you're in here and I'm on the east side of downtown, I will gladly go swing through Cabbagetown for you. Thank you, Hyde. This is a classic Toronto view right here. Greetings from Norway. There's the Korean grill house. I'm not a fan of that place. Ever since I went there, I had lived in Korea and I came back on a vacation or on a trip for a friend's wedding, and I went there with my friends. Why am I going to Korean food when I'm back in Canada for a week after living in Korea? I don't know. And they had the nerve to charge us for kimchi. I am sorry, but that is not what you're supposed to do. And Salad King, are they relocating here, or is this a second location? What have we just stumbled upon? Salad King they've moved. They used to be just to the east of Yonge Street near Ryerson, and then they moved to Yonge Street itself, right next to the Elephant Castle. So I'm wondering if this is a second location for them, or if this is a new permanent home. This place is a mainstay of Ryerson University, so this is a bit of a new location for them. It's kind of an inexpensive Thai food restaurant where you are literally rubbing shoulders and elbows with the people beside you. You're so tightly packed. Yuval says kimchi is supposed to be free. Yes, in Korea all side dishes are free. you. Except for when they had the cabbage shortage. When they had the cabbage shortage and places were selling Korean kimchi, you would often have to pay for it because they wanted to preserve it. And if they were using Chinese kimchi, they would give that out free. But it was generally regarded as not being as good. I couldn't tell the difference. There is Rudy. I'm a fan of Rudy. There's looking towards the Chum building, or the City TV building, now the Bell, or the Bell something. Who or what is Rudy? Rudy is an excellent hamburger and fried chicken sandwich restaurant.
It's not like it's a hateful here, but I think like lots of people have already been.
Yeah.
Maybe not like the.
So this is Duncan Street. We're gonna head over to John just because Duncan isn't the most exciting.
Here and there, and also one of them here and there, but like, why does that they're not?
And the building that the Fifth Social is in is getting renoed. Look at that. There's the ballroom that used to be a club called Montana. This whole area used to be like a clubbing district. They created this big outdoor patio that was co-operated by the ballroom and the Fifth Social Lounge. And it was very expensive. Trump Tower or Radio City. I think you're in the wrong city. How is Mary Brown's chicken? I have not had it yet. But I wonder if we go back to allowing outdoor dining, if we'll see this place fire up again. Kohana asked if I went clubbing a lot. Not that often. When I say clubbing, I mean going to a bar for most of the night with my friends and then standing in a club awkwardly for an hour or so and then calling it a night. I wasn't really that into clubbing per se. But you would, back in the day, all you would have to do is just come here to this street corner and there would be somebody giving out a free drink and free entrance to just about any club you could imagine. There's always someone right here giving out free entry to This Is London, which is a club straight ahead, or it was. I don't think it's there anymore. So there, did Johnny ever rave? No. There is what used to be the Paramount Theater. It's now the Scotiabank Arena, or Scotiabank Theater, and soon it's going to be redeveloped. And apparently there'll be a much smaller theater as part of the redevelopment. And there's the ballroom. That's a hipsterish bowling pub. Used to be Montana's. And this restaurant here used to be a Milestones, I think. Now it's called Marked. I'm pretty sure that used to be a Milestones. And is this or was this a Jack Astor's? I think this was a Jack Astor's. But it's gone. A shot of hooch again. Funny dog, thank you for keeping me full of hooch. Thank you again, funny dog. Oh, this was a Jack Astor's. Oh, they'll be filming here. So first the milestones, now the Jack Astors. How are the suburbanites supposed to feel at home without their suburban food chains? And this Marshall's used to be a mega club. And before that, it was a Sega Palladium. There's a neat view of the financial district. Yes, it is. Indeed, Jenny K. Vinny's Arcade Bar. Oh, I remember Meet Me at Vinny's. Todd Shapiro from Edge 102 would always... All the big radio personalities would get to go to these big clubs. And Todd Shapiro would always go to Vinny's. I remember that. And this new condo is shaping up nicely. When I just stop on the sidewalk like this, guys, I always look over my shoulder to make sure I'm not getting in someone's way. I hate it when people do that, so just in case you're wondering. Any of you ever go to the government? I went to the government once. That place had so many different rooms. All right, let's just continue on John here. Office Pub is gone, yes, and I think the other Office Pub on King East at King and Yonge is also gone. And where this, oh, Chuck Diamond in the house. What's up, Chuck Diamond? Chuck Diamond is, I believe, a God tier member. So thank you for your support. I need to shout out the God tier members pretty soon. It's been a while since I've done that in a video. But this Fox in the Fiddle used to be a really old house that had a Fox in the Fiddle in it. And they tore it down and put a very trendy new Fox in the Fiddle in its place. And look at this place. An old school looking burgers and fries forever place. Sorry guys, I got a message coming in. More like the slime zone. You ever tried Sweet Jesus, the very Instagrammable ice cream? I have. Their location at Yonge and Eglinton closed down. There's La Carnita. They got in a lot of crap from the city for setting up a patio on the public sidewalk. So we are at King.
Talk to you later, bye.
People are speaking of hot dogs, but on this corner before Blue Jay games were incredible hot dogs and sausages. I hope that place comes back. And right here, they're looking at building a couple of mega tall towers. There's been proposals for them for the longest time. They are approved right now. There used to be a club called Oz across the street from you. It was amazing. I remember a club called Turbo around here. There's a look to the east along King.
Traveling, but
And there is Restaurant Row. That place cannot be faring well without tourists. CP, that's a good question. If you Google King Street proposal and just type in Princess of Wales Theatre or the Royal Alex, because those are part of it, you will come across them. I would look up the Urban Toronto info page on them if you want an up-to-date artist rendition of what they're to look like. But we have sundown. Look at that sky. I am zoomed out all the way. That's weird. I thought I would have been. There is funny that Indian buffet. Dylan always asks me to do a walking video in the path, like a broken record. So what I will do is I'll head to Front Street and then we will walk east to Union Station and we will call it a day. I haven't had a 2-hour stream in a while. Go to the Ritz-Carlton. And there's the RBC Tower and the Ritz on the left. I don't know my streaming plans tomorrow. I will stream on this channel either tomorrow or Saturday or possibly both. No idea the time. If I don't stream tomorrow on this channel, I will do a stumble stream at night. Again, I just make this stuff up as I go. People always ask, what are you streaming? I've got about 1,000 unread messages on Instagram, and like half of them, if I do check, are people saying, what are you streaming? It's like, I don't know, bro. Say hello to overpriced phones with batteries that will last for 5 seconds 2 years from now. Bevy, don't base it on if I do or not. Just go for it. I do everything spur of the moment anyways. Chef Tiekmi, $5 super chat. Thank you, Chef. It's always appreciated. Thanks again, Chef. And I think that South Street Burger is new. Yeah, Vivian, it's just with the winter, I could schedule my streams and announce times, but once you're outside and moving, I don't really, it's not like I can go to a cafe and kill 20 minutes, maybe put my laptop in my backpack, relax, answer some comments, maybe edit a video, and then stream at a scheduled time. You don't really have that luxury with this pandemic, so I just do everything on a whim. Maybe that'll change.
What if we go up that way?
Look at the moon. This smartphone stream does not do the moon justice. If you're wondering, we're now heading east on the north side of Front Street West. Miss Lob Lob Lob. Yes, it is always the Sky Dome. And I'm not opposed to the evil Empire Rogers tearing it down and building a purpose-built baseball stadium if it complements the area and opens up nicely to the skyline. But they better damn well put a plaque in the ground and remember it as the Sky Dome. Is this our friend Mr. Glenn Gould? Hello, Glenn. You're pretty far from St. Clair West. I think he was also a big contributor to the Toronto Humane Society. Action BJ stayed at the hotel at the Sky Dome. You know, I have a plugin for Google Chrome that changes Rogers Center to Sky Dome. So if I ever read a recap of a sporting event, wherever the article says Sky Dome, it automatically changes it to Sky Dome, or wherever it says Rogers Center. So I never see Rogers Center unless someone makes a mistake. Which sadly happens too much because Americans spell it ER at the end and not RE, the correct way, of course. Funny dog, oh, I missed that opportunity. David Stallcup, $15. Johnny Strides, thank you again for providing these nice live streams. It is such a nice diversion from the lockdowns and political infighting. This community you have restores my faith in humanity. Thank you, David Stallcup. It's always appreciated for the super chat and your sentiment. I try to keep political talk light, but regardless of your opinion or your belief, you're welcome here. Just don't attack other people. We can all get along just fine. We all come from different places. We all look different. Life's about living in this big crazy city together as neighbors, not at each other's throats. So even though I have my opinions on Mr. Ford and Tory, if you like them, you're still welcome here. I'm not gonna call you dumb and go at your throat. Thank you, Ricardo. How much is it to go up that tower? I think about 30 bucks. Dylan Reynolds, there's no way to know that. See, Troy's an Apple fan and he's still welcome here. He's hanging on by a thread, but he's still welcome here. That's about as offensive as you can get to me. Oh, I gotta mute the audio, guys. Sorry about this. Hey everybody, it's me, Dylan Reynolds. I decided that I'm gonna narrate the rest of this walk. That Johnny guy's annoying. No, you don't, Dylan. Sorry guys, I just have to kick Dylan in the head. Booze 129, yeah, it sucks, but what happens is if you get flagged for commercial music, the person who has rights to that music will automatically be able to claim all of the revenue from ads for them, or they will share it with you, or they will take your video down. It's just not worth it. That's why I know Action Kid has at times played other music from his phone to drown out the copyright music. That's a bit too sophisticated for me. I just hit the mute button. There's the new Ontario Teachers Pension Plan and TD Group Tower. And thank you to all 800 viewers. Again, don't forget to hit subscribe if you haven't. We're almost at the big 42,000. Dylan's voice is copyrighted. Ken did an impersonation of Dylan. Would you say impression or impersonation? I guess they're interchangeable. There's the towers of the South Core District. Thank you, Michelle. I'll try not to count the subs until I get to 50. Then after 50, it'll be 100. And then when I get to 100, I don't know. Maybe I will never get there. That's a hell of a tall mountain to climb. Who knows what the interest will be in these channels once we're in a post-COVID world. I'd like to think a few of you will stick around. All right, Hadley, enjoy your dinner. I'm not too far from, oh crap. All right, guys, sorry, I gotta hit the mute. Sorry guys, I had to mute there. Oh, it's absolutely a beautiful evening. And if we turn around, maybe I'll be able to get the CN Tower in the shot before I sign off here. This is a gorgeous view of Union Station. Good night, Vivian. Thank you for the super chat and for hanging out and being your usual friendly self. How's the new bus terminal? It's excellent. I did a video on it shortly after it opened. Thank you, Lynn. So many taxis. Yeah, you should see this place when there isn't a pandemic. It is transit city. And this part of Union Station here is usually tourist city. You see people here with bags trying to find their way to their hotel. It's a really, really fun place. There's usually the fake monks out here looking for quote-unquote donations. In Europe, you have your pickpocketers. Here in Toronto, we have fake monks. There's a nice shot of the L Tower. Whew, I'm gonna take some Instagram photos when I hit the end button. And this should be a stunning looking shot too. Look at that. Thanks for the hooch, funny dog. And thank you, everybody, for hanging out again, for making this a very, very successful live stream. It was fun. You guys were great. I very much appreciated hanging out with everyone. JellyBeGone.name, 20 bucks. Thanks for the walk. Great as always. Thank you for your support, JellyBeGone. You've been quite generous. So it's super, super supported. Thank you to Action VJ. Thank you to Bevy and the other mods who may have been silently lurking for helping. Keep an eye out for Bevy's next stream. Bill Chow, I agree. I'm hoping to do some traveling. But thank you, guys. Stay safe, stay warm. Watch some Netflix or Prime. Enroll yourself in an MMA fight. I don't know. Do whatever you want. All right, guys. Thanks again. I'm just going to stand here quietly for 20 seconds so we can admire the view, and then I will sign off. Have a good night.